1.
Shit, my battery's low. How are you all doing? Welcome, viewers. This is our next instalment of the pod.
I don't think any of us have ever been better. I think we're all in such spirits.
Oh yeah, I mean, you two have both had bloody red arrows, and I might lose access to my FPL account, so it's not going too well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit thing is, I'm coming to the realization that last year wasn't a case of, I just came outside the 100k, but now it's time to really kick on improve. I'm coming to the sad realization that might have been my peak, not the start of something.
Oh shit, yeah, man. To think that I was like a point of 10 being within the top 10,000. I am top 10,000, but not within it. But and now I'm 1.7 million. What's that as a multiple? I've 10, 100.
What is in like
70 times? No, 10,000 times 170 isn't 1.7 mil, is it?
It's 170 times worse that you're doing this year.
You've got to see my mental maths there. Yeah, 170 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what have you learned this week?
What have I learned?
Yeah.
In life, I learned that my shoulder is. I've been banned from playing any sports above my head for the rest of my life.
I'm all meant FPL.
I can no longer play badminton, tennis, or any sport that requires my arm to go above my head.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Have you been told that at the hospital?
Yeah, I learnt that this morning. My guy said.
How long will that last?
Life.
Wait, so how come you weren't told that the first time round?
Well, it was told. I mean, basically, he said the best method to avoid dislocation is to not use your arm because you will dislocate.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to find some middle ground. You can't not use your arm.
Well, yeah, I can use my arm for day-to-day activity, but he said don't take it to this position or this position, and play sport.
Well, yeah. Speaking of position, Zaha played striker at the weekend.
Yeah, that's well done, Joe, for bringing it back to something FPL related. Given we are recording.
We're fully disregarding our friend's disability right now, man. It's all right. Let's talk about Wilfred Zaha.
We are on a... Well, we're not, but we're recording.
Yeah.
We already know
all right. Shall we, on a very somber tone, let's uplift our spirits.
Should we look at the spreadsheet?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, whip that shit up.
Right.
Get it out, son.
I actually happened to do the best this week, so I have got a little win,
Oh, fucking hell, I've gone off the boil in everything, man. The red arrows correlate to the 2-point boys.
Yeah, I actually, thinking about all 3 of these people were in my team going into the game week. So the fact that you guys have done poorly has not benefited me in any way.
Oh shit, yeah, because Joe was your captain and mine was somewhat of a differential for you.
Yeah. But my vice captain did well.
Not quite as relevant when your captain plays.
Well, that'll auto update. I'm now in the lead.
How?
Well, I've got five correct. Sort of. I'm sort of in the lead.
Well, not if you go off the points, but if you go off the correct.
Yeah. If you go correct, I'm in the lead in one category. I'll take that.
I used to be in the lead in everything. Well, hunt related, not life or FPL rank related.
Have I clawed back any there? No, not really. You two are tight.
Yeah, tight as the nuns are.
Jesus Christ.
It just came to mind. Doesn't
Right.
even make sense.
I actually think that is the quickest we've ever done that segment. This is the worst. This is the worst. Every time, somehow, we manage to say this is the worst pod. This is the worst pod.
Oh, we're on Red Arrows. This is definitely a Red Arrow pod wise.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Apologies, one and all. I'm very much focusing on an email that I'm currently crafting to try and get my FPL account back.
And apologies, I'm kind of low-key mentally checked out of the game.
I'm low key. I'm high key checked out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't think this is
I've
going to
done
be
no
rivalry.
research. I've done no research. And I'm to pick a name out of the hat for who I pick for this week.
I'm just thinking about this from the viewer's perspective.
I haven't
Stay
thought about
tuned.
FPL. I haven't thought about FPL since the last pod.
I'm actually mentally trying to avoid any source that I could on the topic.
Yeah. I've actually avoided some shit.
I've not
too.
watched any highlights because I just thought they're damaging. The only thing I saw, I just saw one game live in the pub, and that was it.
There's not an FPL podcast like it. That's what we could say. It's
Right.
I don't think
game
we're going to be
is-
rivaling Let's Talk FPL anytime soon.
I'm going with Perisic.
How come?
Because I just got reminded of the one game that I watched live, and he played in it, and he did a lot. He did fuck all for me. I could have done with points. He got a 1-pointer, the knobhead. But he played striker next to Kane, well behind Kane, and yeah, it was just pretty good, man. It was all over the pitch. He racked up, I think, like the second most XG and most XA in the game. Yeah, could not return. Hit the woodwork twice. Just a bit of an L all round for me there. But, promising next week. I also do think that Kulusevski and Richarlison will start that game, so I don't know if he'll start at striker again. But in the rare situation that he does, fuck it, I'll put him down. He's the only person he's the closest I've got to football this week, so I may as well put him down. Anyone else want to go next? Dan, probably you, because Joe's not paying fuck all attention.
Yeah. One sec. I just want to look at something. I'd say Alvarez will probably drop back to the bench, won't he?
Most likely.
You can't just pick BV's pick from the week before. What the fuck?
Nah, he'll probably drop to the bench. Or he could easily do, so I'm not going to do that. Looking at this shite, I'm not going to pick someone from Palace or Forest. that doesn't narrow it down too much.
Oh, you've already gone for Zaha.
Yeah, and he got 12 points for me.
Zaha could have been a shout. Who else could have been a shout? Almiron's in good form.
Nah, I'm not going to Almiron.
Who else is in good form?
See, I've already gone with. Wait, have I not picked Saka yet?
No.
One sec. Let's look in the Premier League table. Are Wolves still conceding goals?
Yeah, gonna look at the table for that.
Yeah, let's have a look at the Premier League table.
They conceded 2 to Brighton. Trossard could be a good shout. Maddison could be a good shout. Is it in form? Barnes and Maddison.
I'm actually gonna go with fuck it, Saka. I guess.
Joe, who do you want in your team?
Well, thinking about the good fixtures this week, we've got Spurs attacking against Leeds. Is obviously quite appealing. We've got Crystal Palace away at Nottingham Forest. And then playing Wolves this week is Arsenal. Now, that's the one I'm thinking I might go for. Because Wolves have opened up a little bit. They're attacking a bit more, but they're also defending a bit less. So I'm going to go for Granit Xhaka.
Right. Cool. Okay. Job done there. Interesting though. I was thinking while you guys are talking, and I was thinking more. I'll get my head back into FPL basically. I was thinking this week is going to be a rough week actually, because I think players, as much as we're checked out, I'm checked out because I know that there's just one more week. Then it's World Cup. I'm out of the game for 4 weeks. Right now, I'm in a slump. I don't really give a shit. Right. I'll come back to this in December and be ideally with a new mentality and optimistic. Players, however, might be thinking the opposite of in terms of the league. They may be thinking, fuck it, I don't really give a shit anymore because I just want to not get injured for the World Cup. So players that aren't involved in the World Cup may be better choices to go for than players.
I think mine and Joe's pick certainly of Saka and Xhaka. It rhymes. You can't, if you're an Arsenal player, you can't check out. You're fucking tussling at the top of the league. That's just a reason to not check out, and I don't know what the hell is.
Yeah,
especially given it's Arsenal, it's not even City. You know, Arsenal haven't even licked the Premier League Cup.
Yeah. Arsenal are a good shout in that regard. I don't know about just the other boys that might try and avoid injury. Obviously, Kane won't, but someone else like a Richarlison. A Richarlison might.
Oh, a Richarlison definitely has the personality of an avoider. He's just a little bitch boy, isn't he?
Yeah, Kulusevski would be a good shout. Sweden aren't going to the World Cup, and
he seems like a nice lad, from what I can see.
He always tries.
Yeah, he's a trier.
Kulusevski would be my alternative if I hadn't already said Perisic, actually.
Yeah, I quite like the look of that.
Madison, as well mentioned him.
Make a transfer this week. So Mitrovic is definitely out.
Yep, he's missing the first game of the World Cup, which makes you think he's missing this week.
Yeah.
He's also in wherever the fuck he's from, Serbia.
Yeah, the Anderson Gurhey transfers, they really haven't turned to gold, have they? But they are playing Forest away. So would you start Shah against Chelsea at home, BV? Because obviously he's still technically due a goal.
Who ahead of?
I guess. See. I'll look at my team. I must have picked it on the deadline. So I must have picked it when I was in better shape of mind.
Do you think of picking him ahead of?
I'm on.
Well, let's just think about how he is. Is it?
I mean, I'd start Pereira ahead of him.
Against United.
Yeah.
I currently have 3 at the back, so I can't play a 2 at the back formation.
Fabian Schär is last on my bench, actually. Well, second to last, sorry.
Who's last?
Emerson.
Yeah, I'll probably start Anderson against Forest away.
Anderson against Forest away.
Instead of Joe.
Yeah, I'm starting Gurhey, but actually I might switch that. I might genuinely bench Gurhey. Is Gurhey going to the World Cup?
What? Who would you bring on for Gurhey if you bench him?
I'm bringing on Fabian Schär.
Yeah, so it's the same debate basically I have.
Yeah, I just think Nottingham Forest put 2 against Spurs midweek. That was a turn of events, wasn't it? I just think Newcastle at home are a very good team, a top 4 team. So why would I bench a top 4 defender for Crystal
Especially
Palace.
when Shaw could get a goal.
Yeah. And that would be the worst possible thing if Cher scored his goal on my fucking bench.
Oh yeah. I'd actually want to top myself. So yeah, I think I understand.
I'm
Chelsea
doing it for
are-
my own mental health.
Chelsea are struggling for goals as well at the moment. So
yeah. That would make me want to.
Yeah, and Chelsea have definitely got boys that might check out of that game.
Mount, I can think of Mount.
Mount might check out. Sterling might not really give a shit. Who have they? They've not got Chilwell. They've not got Reece James. So their wing-back system's fucked anyway. I say they're technically it should be our because I do support them, but they're fucked.
Yeah. Wilson will get over his little illness, won't he?
Maybe, but also they might protect him for the World Cup. You know, he's going now, so he's an injury-prone fucker. They might not risk him in this last game.
Yeah, but did Newcastle care about whether he goes to the World Cup?
Well, I guess Eddie Howe sort of cares about his motivation of his players. If his player says, well, I don't know about this game, you took me off at half-time last time because I was rough. You know, it might not say, I necessarily want to play through this while also trying to get to the World Cup. I reckon he'll play. He'll play, though.
Would you start him then or bench him?
I'm starting him.
So really, I could do with selling Mitrovic.
Well, yeah, you sell Mitrovic. He's not in the fucking country.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the strikers. Few players, few by position.
Andreas Pereira, think of it. He's 4.5 mil, and without Mitrovic in the squad, he's on penalties. It's literally like a Lundstrom reborn, except for he's not a defender.
So he's really not a Lundstrom reborn, but I get you.
You know, Lundstrom was cheap as fuck, 4.5, and on 4 mil, and on penalties. That was a real fuckery from FPL, bro. That was.
And he was playing in midfield, wasn't he?
Yeah, they put an attacking midfielder on penalties, captain of the team, as a 4 mil defender. They fucked that bad. Was last year Dallas? No, last year wasn't Dallas. Who was the boy last year?
What are you on about cheap defenders?
Yeah. Last year Dallas was like 5 mil midfield, something like that. Not cheap defenders, but just like, you know, players that broke the game.
Bamford, was he last year? Or was he Dallas's year?
It was the other year.
He was fucked last year, wasn't he? Who was good last year? Pookie wasn't good. He was alright for a bit.
Was there anyone that was like really cheap and played?
Yeah, the meta. Trying to think of people that like rose massively in price.
Probably not. That probably helps us, you know, if there's.
Matip was mental.
That's just like a stroke of luck, which I've just not got this year. You know, I just landed on Matip in a whim -12. I took a -12 that week, and I got a fucking green because Matip got a 12-pointer in his first game. Like, oh, that's just luck I'm not getting this year. My luck is down. Right. What else do we want to talk about, guys? Come on, we're 20 minutes in and this is dire.
I'm gonna buy a striker.
All right, cheers, Dan. What sort of price range are you looking at?
Good question. Do I have any money in the bank? I actually have $1 million in the bank. I didn't have a clue about that. Fair play.
So you're looking at like 7.5 mil.
I'm looking at 7.9 or below. Oh, so I can't get Jesus, you fucking swat. 0.2 million off. There goes that shit.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
He's injured.
Okay.
Or I could actually buy Jesus because I could sell Wilson. Oh wait, that would be a shit transfer.
But do you need, is Mitrovic even in your starting 11?
Well, if I start Andreas, then he's not.
Well, yeah, you start Andreas, sell Wilson, get Jesus, job done.
Yeah, it seems like a fair deal.
Or could you sell a midfielder and get Saka instead of Jesus?
I already own Saka.
Oh shit. So you'd have Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus.
Well, it's just for a game, innit?
Yeah. Fair play. Right. Job done. That's done. Segment over.
Wonderful. Let's have a brief segment on my bench boost, shall we?
Fucking
You actually bench boosting. You may as well do it before you get locked out of your account.
See, that's the thing. I've
not
not.
Triple captain, son. Triple captain.
A segment on Joe's fucking bench boost. Fucking hell.
Right. Well, you're ready for this. My present thought is that I might not bench boost.
You are such a twat.
I hate you.
The amount of times fucking me. You're a parody of yourself at this point.
I don't think you should be allowed to say the word bench boost.
Yeah, you should be banned.
I think if you say the word bench boost, every time you say it after this pod, then you owe Dan and I, there's like a counter, and that counter is like every pint. Every time you say bench boost, you owe us a pint.
All right, after this pod, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay, yeah, no worries. Okay, so in terms of my bench boost, the reason why I'm thinking I'm not going to do it is because of the pre-World Cup random benchings, which I didn't really think about. And I feel like it might be on the horizon.
Yeah, you mean the whole thing we spoke about for the past 5 minutes?
I wasn't listening. Yeah, so I think, it's just sort of fear of that. Having a strong bench is pretty important for people this week. And if I'd be using that up on a sort of bench boost such that any blankers, don't get auto sub, they actually matter, it's not a great look. So I'm debating whether or not to bench boost at the moment. I still might. That's the reason why I might not. Where do you guys land? If you consider my passion for the bench boost.
You've mentioned this shit since pre-season.
Yeah, and I didn't do it in Gameweek 1, alright? That's alright.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I feel like you should have got it done with ages ago. You've dilly-dallied.
There were good reasons why I didn't do it each time. I made the right call each time to not bench boost.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, the whole point of you wanting to get your bench boost out early or whatever is because last time you spent too long waiting for the perfect bench boost, right?
Yeah.
Then, this season, you've every time spoke about bench boosting and just not hit the button for 18 game weeks because you're still waiting for the perfect week to bench boost.
Yeah, no, I get your point and I hear you. But the reason why I haven't bench boosted each time is just because things have popped up. Like, there've just been injuries flaring around everywhere. So I was really nicely lined up for, I think, one in maybe game week 9. But then all of a sudden, Fofana died. Reece James got sacked off.
There was other weeks.
People just got
other weeks where you had like 4 playing players.
Yeah, there were plenty of weeks.
Yeah, but that's because 2 weeks later than that week in particular, they all had amazing fixtures. But then they just decided to die.
Waiting for the perfect, like, you gotta just hit the button when you've got all playing boys. Like, you can't wait for the perfect game week because then you're again trying to wait for the 15 players that have perfect fixtures and are all fit, which is just the same as if you did it.
No, because what I would do previously is spend a number of weeks, sort of like 5 or 6 weeks, just sort of making moves, trying to populate my team with decent players. Whereas that was just 1 or 2 weeks after the wild card. So it was like, well, I basically might as well bench boost. So I'll have a team of people that I know will play. But then I'd wild carded them in, and then they all just died. Whereas now I've got a decent opportunity
to kick the can up the road
for the World Cup.
Yeah,
it's my bad that I didn't consider that as a factor. So I mean, that's me being dumb. But yeah, I still might. So we'll see.
This could become a segment at this rate, Joe's bench boost. Even though you only get one,
Every
it could be a
week.
weekly segment.
I mean, Dan, it's now financially good for us to
Yeah.
keep asking Joe if he's going to bench boost, because if he says, "Oh, I might bench boost," then that's it. Fine.
Well, no, I'll just go. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll either say yeah or no, and you'll just avoid the word. But if you say it, then that's
Yes,
it.
I am going to play that chip.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
But if you say the
It's
phrase,
just funny because it's like the boy. It really is the boy who cried wolf.
What if I activate the bench boost and it does really well? Like, can I not mention that in the next?
Then well
podcast?
done.
I think you can only say the phrase bench boost after you have bench boost, like as in after we come on the pod and it's the week that you're looking at your bench boost score.
Ah, all right, yeah, sounds good.
You shouldn't be allowed to cry wolf until the wolf has come.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I knew you'd
perfect,
come, but you gotta come. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, cool. So that's the bench boost segment wrapped up. I might as well talk about what moves I'm thinking of making if I have the bench boost. May as well. So I've got a
Is that really
transfer.
what you've learned from this?
What's that?
What's your takeaway from this discussion, really, to then move off your bench boost topic onto your potential bench boost?
Yeah, so I cut it off a bit early. I forget I said anything about cutting it off. I'm continuing. So yeah, if I'm going to bench boost, I've actually got I've actually got 2 million in the bank, and obviously just the one free transfer. I don't have two banked. So I'm thinking of going up from Andreas Pereira to either Said Benrahma or Pascal Gross. Both got.
Who's your fifth defender?
Right, so I've got Trent, I've got Cancelo, I've got Trippier, I've got Gurhi, and Webster. That's my back. We've got all right fixtures. I've got Haaland, Kane, and Solanke up front, who've all got very good fixtures, and they're pretty good. Then midfielders, I've got Zaha, who's got Forest away. I've got Almiron, who I won't get rid of for anything. I've got Bukayo Saka and Trossard. So it's pretty well lined up, to be honest, for the bench boost. Oh, and the goalkeepers, I've got Ward on my bench, which isn't great.
So you could sell Ward and bench boost.
Well,
Pereira.
I could sell Pereira. I could keep Pereira, yeah. So, but I could, yes, that's the debate. Whether I go up from Pereira or I could go up from Ward and bench boost, because the team's quite nicely lined
Why,
up.
who
for
are
it.
Ward playing?
Who are Ward playing? West Ham away, I think. Oh no, was that last week?
No, yeah, that might be this week. Yeah, that is a little bit.
West Ham away. So it's not great, but Ward could do something. Leicester are quite good at defending these days.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a case of, do I think there's more to be gained from picking a more exciting midfielder than Pereira, or is there more to be gained from backing a more likely clean sheet than Ward?
No, there's more to be gained from backing the ball out of the clean sheet.
Do you think?
Oh wow.
Oh, well, actually, you're shit with keepers, so maybe not.
I've not been too bad recently. I've just stuck Pope in goal and he's done all right.
Yeah.
Ever since I've moaned about my keepers, I think my keepers have kept a clean sheet every week.
Well, Pope didn't keep a clean sheet this week.
Yeah, so that's not.
Oh, well, that one doesn't count. That's bullshit.
Oh.
apart from this week, before that, they have to.
They put up more than nearly 2 XG Southampton. Like they should have scored. Like Newcastle did not deserve the clean sheet.
I thought they did, to be honest, watching the game.
No, apparently they had good numbers. They had a load of shots.
Fair play. I felt. I guess Southampton did do all right at the start of the game. Yeah, maybe I'm forgetting. There's more recency bias. I was thinking towards the end of the game, like, oh yeah, Newcastle.
The point where they conceded.
When they conceded, I was so annoyed, man, because Southampton done nothing for ages, and then they just had one shitty attack and scored it, and ruined my Pope and Almiron. Because Trippier had already come off.
You know what is mental, actually? So Southampton had double the XG of Newcastle.
Wow. Didn't feel like it.
Newcastle didn't even hit 1 XG.
What?
Yeah. Newcastle have an expected goals of 0.8. Southampton 1.75.
This is where I feel like XG falls down. Like Newcastle comfortably deserve to win that game.
Bruno Guimaraes scored with a shot that was 0.03 XG.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a good goal.
0.2. Chris Wood was 0.08. And
That was
Almiron's was
inside the box.
2.
Almiron's was a 1-on-1. How was that 0.2?
0.2 XG.
Maybe it's from the. Did he do anything special before it? Did he do anything?
Situation is regular play here.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that doesn't count towards XG though, Dan. Because Almiron, yeah, he took it round someone before he scored, so that would ruin it. But no, his shot was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper on the right hand side of the goal, so it's a very easy stroke into the far corner, which he did. So I mean, as soon as he took that shot, I was like, well, he scored. It's goal. That's not 0.2. That's nonsense.
Dan was 0.2 XG.
Wow. I'm doubting XG data a lot.
What was the score?
4-1.
To Newcastle.
Oh yeah, wow, they scored quite a few goals. Oh yeah, that's all coming back. 'Cause I wanted my Trippier assist.
When you have XG on target, they had 2.63.
Southampton.
No, Newcastle. Southampton still had 1.6.
Well, fair play. I don't know if I've missed some of the parts of the game, but I really felt like Newcastle deserved to wipe them.
Yeah. Well, anyway. I'm trying to find Kieran Trippier's XA because the bastard, obviously. Yeah, there he is. It's assist with 0.17 XA. Well, anyway. What else is it? Yeah, do you think Southampton have a manager boost
It's possible.
against Liverpool?
It's improbable, but no, it could happen.
Liverpool aren't great.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yes. That's it. That's the stuff. That's the analysis, baby. Come on.
yeah.
It's improbable.
To be
It
fair,
could happen. It could happen.
yeah, I stopped calling myself an FPL expert a number of weeks ago. I decided to become an enthusiast. Well, that implies that I ever was.
FPL though. That was just I don't know. It was just dumb. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Do you know my friend Fit Nathan? His name's Nathan Jones. So yeah,
He'll be so happy to be outed on the internet.
What? Sorry.
He'll be so happy to be outed on the internet.
I don't care. None of my friends.
My friend Nathan Jones.
Nathan
Jones that knows me, Joe, and obviously I've shared my email and my full name on this before.
Well, that's on you. I'm not taking the blame for that.
No, you have showed. I'm speaking as you, bro. You've shown your email and full name.
Yeah, and I've also called you your full name accidentally too.
That doesn't
It's no longer on me, is it? That's on you, bro. Like,
well, it's on you for raising it to the hackers of the world.
Yeah, that's me. I'm contributing to them. I want them to hack you.
Yeah. That's what you.
Hey, if they hack you, they might get into your FPL. I might save you some.
I can take that, to be honest.
You want to be hacked? Give that.
I'm desperate to be hacked. Someone has access to the account. Maybe they'll have some fun with it.
That reminds me of an extension of like the toxic masculinity of where they're like, oh, they want it, and instead it's like, no, you want to be hacked. It's just trying to bypass your feelings and thoughts. Nah, you're asking for it.
Oh no, it's post-podcast chat. Nothing. This Luton manager do you reckon he's the kind of guy to do well with Southampton?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, I know about him. Nathan Jones is actually a good manager. I'd put him in the bracket of like a Potter, Graham Potter. Done well with lower league clubs. He's just a good sort of like nurturer and like gets undervalued assets.
Yeah.
Well with them. So I think he could do well with Southampton. I don't think there'll be an instant boost necessarily, but you also never. For some reason, players just dick with a new manager, man. Like look at Villa. It just happens. These players aren't. They just
and Liverpool are playing pretty shit. They're just disappointing me. But then they probably did okay last week. I don't.
Liverpool, Spurs sort of played. I don't really know.
Oh god.
Spurs obviously sat back. They played, what was it? One attacker did Spurs play?
They played two up top. Oh no, yeah, Kane, Perisic just behind.
So they played 10 defensive-minded players and one striker. So the creativity was poor, but they did still have chances. They had a good amount of chances.
It's Liverpool.
The creativity was poor, but they had a chances.
But I mean, like that was poor creativity, and they still had a good amount of chances.
What are you doubling down for?
Yeah. I'm saying if they had more creative players on the pitch, think of what they could have done.
Think how many more chances they could have created.
Yeah. I thought you might have said for a second if they had more creative players on the pitch, they would have created more chances.
Yeah.
Well, look at the analysis there, man. They've got shit players on. They're still creating a good number of chances. Okay, if they had better, more attacking-minded players rather than 10 defenders, they would have created higher quality chances.
I just want to rewind to you after saying that they've still created a good amount of chances. However, at the same time, have shit creativity.
No, I get your point there, baby. I mean, I think that's largely down to Liverpool being a bit crap defensively, to be honest. Spurs have been really bad in these last few games when they've not had a front three. So I mean, have they got Richarlison and Kulusevski back?
They both came on midweek.
Yeah.
In the 2-0 loss to Nottingham Forest.
I mean, Conte will be desperate to get them playing, though, won't he? Because they've been really poor. They've been poor. I mean, terrible.
Yeah, of course he's going to be desperate.
Conte just seems a bit like a twat to me.
Like, seem entirely relevant.
Yeah, so like, he's such a twat. Like, he doesn't care if his team wins or not. Like,
I don't know if he cares. I genuinely don't know if Conte cares.
What do you think Conte cares about?
Going back to Italy. I don't think Conte wants to spend any more time in the Spurs camp as he can. I genuinely think he's just like, right, I pick players to defend. I don't care if you score. Just keep a fucking clean sheet.
That's definitely not how the team talks.
That's what it is.
Kane and them lot are in the dressing room. It's like, look, I pick players. I'm picking defensive players here, boys. I don't care if you score.
He has a death wish, Conte. He has a death wish. He plays Emerson Royale week in, week out, man.
Yeah.
Literally, he's a fuckery. He's a fucker.
Like Doherty, I don't think, does he?
But Doherty comes on and they create the chance for the goal. Like, Emerson Royale does jack shit. He's got 10 other defenders on the pitch.
That's like a knock on of James Bond. Jack shit. Yeah, I get you.
Conte is a fucking idiot.
Personally, in my opinion, I think Conte wants to win. That's just me.
I forget this goes on the internet.
I don't think that's a particularly hot take there. No,
but it's a counterpoint to Burnham's point.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, okay, I agree Conte might not want to lose.
But I don't think he's dreaming about Italy, baby.
Do you remember when, like, last season, like, it was after the game that Spurs lost to Burnley? And
he was like, the levels are really off, you know.
He didn't just say the levels are really off. He just says, I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
Yeah,
This
you
just
literally did.
for me. And then obviously they sort of had a small bounce. Son came out of nowhere and carried them to the end. And this year, Kane's been carrying them for a while, but without Kulusevski and my guy breaking his back, they're fucked, bro. They're
Broke
just
his back.
they're not ticking.
That's unfortunate.
Who broke their back?
I meant breaking his back as in carrying shit on his back, the metaphor.
This hasn't been a good 5 minutes for BP.
I hate this.
Somehow, I actually don't think this is a low light of the pod. This is probably an improvement on the
It's the
opening
best
5
bit.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, the earlier parts were wank.
So, I've stopped writing the email now. That's been sent off into the ether. See how that goes. This might be the last
It'll be exciting if you do get locked out. It would be exciting.
Yeah, I'd back it.
Oh, we're getting a few points closer to Joe this week. Oh, he's in our sights. He's fallen. I like how it's not me this week.
I'm never going to wild card after
5 mil. Oh, everyone's going to have a new wild. No, because you're not locked out yet.
So what I could do is
What we could do, Dan, we could try and multiple attempts to log into Joe's account so he gets signed out. He has to re-verify. And then when
please don't.
you won't have a wildcard squad for most World Cup.
What I could do, I could hopefully get through to the end of this game week, or this upcoming game week rather, and then add on the points that I get via the FPL Good Guys account. Add those two together and hopefully get to some sort of end of season rank that it would have been.
Yeah. You could do that, but officially, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
officially, it won't count for shit.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah.
But you could say it, or it's like me saying I'm top 10k.
Well, that would be a lie. Mine would be pretty much true.
Yeah, mine was pretty much true. I was 10,000.
11,000.
No. We round down.
No. It's just a quote from earlier in the pod. I'm top 10k, but I'm not inside the top 10,000.
No, I said I'm 10,000. I'm 10k, but I'm not saying I'm inside the top 10k. I'm just 10K.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me just blow my nose quickly.
You could have muted yourself. I muted myself earlier.
Yeah, that was stupid. You're doing it with paper too.
Yeah, that is awful. You should
Man.
have
Mute yourself.
Kind of running out of loo roll as well.
You're disgusting.
All right.
Oh, that's one way to solve this.
It is. He's been solved, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at he's such an idiot.
Yeah, he is.
What? Why? Yeah, the button's in front of
So
you.
I can't unmute myself. I thought I couldn't unmute myself then. I was kind of scared.
Oh, wow, you were just sitting there like a bitch. Just going like this. That's essentially as if you mute.
No, I was trying. I was pushing some buttons and they weren't working. Right.
Right. Let's see. Let's find the good guy team. We can tell you what rank you'll be.
Oh, please do. That'd be great.
Question is, am I in a league with the good guy? Good guy. I don't know if I'm in a league. Oh wow! Look at all of that. I'm losing in the Vandriwala league.
You're not even the best in your own family.
I know. I'm losing to Josh.
Christ. Yeah, you're awful.
Yeah, it's not great. Bar Sports, God. On Bar Sports, they wanted to give me the nickname for my t-shirt, Better at FPL, because I'm better at FPL than Paul. Imagine if I'd printed that on my t-shirt. Right?
Oh.
And I walk in sixth in the league.
Yeah. But I'm better at FPL than Paul.
James Humphreys. Oh, God. Right. Yeah, I don't have the good guy team, but I can get the good guy team.
Are we not in a league with them? Or?
No, we're not. We've really done jack shit to maintain this team.
Oh shit! That
Right.
reminds me of at one point we were.
No.
Oh!
They're
I'm
the
in a race with BV.
They're the same rank as me.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's only a few K worse than you.
This team hasn't been managed.
Oh, that is shocking.
This week. It got fifth and Salah. What the hell?
Oh god! Wait, how many points?
You leave
Wait.
my team alone.
Wait. But what are the total points of this team? How many total points is it off you? Like not rank points.
How do I know how many points I'm on? It's not in
Oh.
any leagues.
Overall points of this.
What was it?
Was that 824?
4. Yeah.
Oh, and then now I can tell you yours because I can go on FPL Gameweek on my phone.
Yeah.
And you're on 825.
No.
You're a point higher than the fuck about team.
Fucking Tomiyasu.
That is awful.
That is awful. Can we just look back? Can I just look back at when this team was actually, when it had made moves on transfers or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, Barclays.
That guy is disappointing.
Right, game week 1. It started like this. That's fine. It's fine. Game week 2, no moves. Okay, that's fine. It's still doing all right. Game week 3, no transfers. Right. Game week 4, no transfers.
Oh wait, Haaland isn't in this team, is it?
Oh my
No,
god.
they don't have Haaland.
It didn't have Haaland. So it got Haaland in game week 5, I presume. No.
No.
Oh my god. It's got a good game.
Right, it made 2 transfers this week. Right,
Probably got
It's
Haaland.
still got the Liverpool double up.
No, it's still not got Haaland.
No Haaland. It's got Liverpool triple up.
Yeah.
No Haaland and a Liverpool triple up card. Okay, obviously no transfers
Well,
this
it
week.
made gains on you that week, maybe, because you took the -4.
Yeah. Game week 8, no
it's got
transfers.
Haaland. Got Haaland.
Is this a wild card?
It's wild card. Me and Dan made this wild card, didn't we?
Oh shit! Done.
Oh, well,
Yep.
if you guys end up contributing to my success.
We did. We made it on stream. Anyway, then the week after that, no. Oh, we got Haaland. I didn't captain him. Jeez. No transfers though.
Wild card.
Then we made 2 transfers here. I don't know what they were, but made them.
There's Bowen in there. Oh, it's got Emerson.
Then it made no transfers again.
Wait, what?
Then it made 2 transfers.
Wait, it started Emerson 3 weeks in a row.
It's because there was no bench. He auto subbed on.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look at his game week history. Oh wait, anyway, no transfers, 2 transfers, no transfers, and here he is. So he's been making transfers. Where's overall rank? Where's there?
Yeah.
He's consistently just yeah. He's just been up and around.
Just chilling. But he's there on the up.
Yeah. As you're in free fall.
This is a shambles that I'm ranked the same as this guy.
I love how it's referred to as this guy.
Yeah, I mean, technically, because you two don't even log into the account, so this guy's me. I'm ranked the same as me.
No, because I contributed to the wild card.
Yeah.
Just think how many scrubs are rated higher than you right now, BV.
I know.
Embarrassing.
It is. It's
There's
terrible.
a lot of shit people doing better than me.
It's terrible. The fact that I'm nearer to 2 mil than 1 mil.
No, I mean, it is all in 1 week, and the ranks are quite condensed, so
Well,
we'll make it up quick.
yeah. To be fair, last week you were only 1 million. You know.
Yeah, but it's just... Hold on, while I'm here, I'm going to make a league. Better join the league while you can. What am I doing? Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. I've sent them an email, but I might do on the submission form on the app as well, because there's a submission form.
Oh, I just clocked something, by the way.
What?
Was it the cup? Was it the start of the cup last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it actually?
Or
That means I didn't qualify for the cup.
it's this week. It's coming up this week.
Oh, okay,
Why
right.
would you need to?
I still got a shot at victory.
No, actually, no. Wait. It's a case of whether you qualified. You might not have qualified for it.
Oh, fuck.
What was your game week rank? Was it worse than like 8 million?
Yeah, by far.
Have a look.
My rank doubled, son.
Wait, how do you
Right.
see whether you qualify for the cup?
Click on cup, mate. And
Yeah.
go down to overall cup.
Because there's general cups, England Cup, overall cup. Oh, overall cup.
Where's overall cup?
Oh yeah, I've qualified. I'm in the
What?
first round.
I don't have an overall cup.
Oh, is it not? Have you got England Cup? Is it beneath England Cup?
Nah, I don't have any of that.
Have you got Sultan Experience Cup?
Yeah, if there are cups.
Nah.
What? Okay, so there's something wrong. Are you on the cups?
Yeah, but I can't. Oh, let's get it on. Let's get it on the screen.
Yeah, share your screen.
You're not even qualified for the Sultan's Cup. Like, Jesus.
I've got the cups which I'm like invited to by my league, but it wouldn't scroll, so I feel like something is wrong there. I thought everyone qualifies for the cup, don't they?
Look at this prick logging in so quickly to his FPL account on the laptop.
Yeah, there you go. Overall cup there.
Wait, click on it.
The cup will start in game week 16. So
This
Wait,
team
wait,
did not
no.
qualify.
This team did not
Oh.
qualify for the cup.
All you need is to come in the top 8.3 million people last week, and it's not done it.
Good. And the thing is, you're advertised as our FPL expert,
Yeah.
you know, going into this.
Oh, I was so close. I can't believe this, man.
You took a hit as well. Like, you're actually probably miles off, weren't you? Does it count hit?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I was 300k, man. I was making good progress. And then 400, 600, 900.
That is so stone cold.
It's just the fact that the increments just slowly increase. It's like the landslide collected more and more mud.
Oh shit, that's actually a valid point, because at your rank, BB, the positions will be more. Is it more or less condensed or whatever? So it'll be easier to fall and rise. So if you have another bad game week, you know, you could
Yeah.
3 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, please let that happen.
On FPL, you wrote probably end up at 3 mil.
Oh, it's for PV.
Yeah.
Oh, man. At that point, I'd just be playing the game of, I hope my rank is better than my game week rank.
No, because if you went down to 3 mil, you'd be the same rank that I finished when I quit the league halfway through the year.
I feel like we should get rid of ranks. I feel like ranks should now be percentage point in the league. Like, 3 mil out of 11 mil is way better than 3 mil out of 8 mil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you always love to invent rules.
That's not a rule.
Just an analyst.
Yeah. But still, I mean, it's the wrong kind of. It's not the kind of analysis you want to have to do.
Yeah. To be fair, as an FPL expert, your problem should be how do I make 3 million rank?
You know, you want to be saying something like, well, like 10k is so much more impressive now than it used to be. The dizzying heights of 3 mil is amazing.
Yeah. As an FPL expert, your concern shouldn't be. Well, to be fair, 3 mil isn't.
It's not quite the grand prize it used to be.
Oh man, I've also just clocked. I'm in charge of this Sainsbury's. Like, I'm in charge of this league, which I set up with my own face, being an FPL expert, right? And I'm not even on the first page. I'm not even on These people don't give a shit. Oh, Owen's there. Oh, God's sake. He gets. I advise him. He messages me each week. What he should do. I'm his consultant. Just delete it, man. Just delete the account. Right. Well. But is there anything else you want to touch upon, or am I done here?
No, we done, am I?
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything new and fresh.
Yeah, I don't.
We've done our picks. I would say we've covered the main talking points, but we fucking haven't.
We've covered. Yeah, we've not. We've spent most of this. I mean, the first few minutes of this pod was talking about BV's shoulder. That was the first topic.
I'm really going through it rough, man. I dislocated my shoulder and I was rewarded with a fucking double red arrow. By double, I don't even mean back to back. I just mean double the rank.
Yeah. Well, yeah, your ranks from your peak, it's multiplied by 5. It's not good.
Yeah. Multiplied by 5 and more.
Yeah.
5 by 5. It's 6.
Yeah, my rank's multiplied by just shy of 3, which isn't great either.
That's not great. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I was 30k at a time. I was also 150k last week, so mine multiplied by 5 technically as well, but just not quite as terrifyingly so.
You know, after this World Cup, I was about to say after this World Cup, Dan, you might become a laughing stock because I would have checked out. So if I get a red, it just reads jack shit to me.
Well, no. I will be the laughing stock because you'll be able to see my team. You'll be able to see my team like a derelict building.
How are we having a discussion now about saying no? I'd be the laughing stock. No, I'll be the laughing stock.
No. The issue now, right? Okay, obviously before Joe and his account fuckery, right? I would obviously just be checked out, 1.7 mil, be like, right, I'm in competition with no one, I can do whatever I want. But then suddenly Joe has now come up, found me at my rank, he's 1 point behind my ass. Bro, I was behind you, locked out my account, now I've dicked you.
Getting dicked twice by the same guy in the same season.
Yeah, I've taken a bit of a handicap, get us on the same level.
It's just like if I'm not dead, he's just come back.
Do you know what would be some shit if Joe switched to that account and he overtook you with that account, and at the end of the season you still also hadn't overtaken his dead account, which was making transfers?
That would be horrible. And obviously, yeah. Well, I hope. Part of me still hopes you're locked out of your account, Joe.
Yeah. Well, your wish might be granted by the looks of things. I'm not hoping because of what I said in that email was like, I can prove to you I've got access, so I can make substitutions that you want me to do. I'm praying to him.
Imagine if headquarters say, yeah, the only way to prove this is to like fucking bring in
transfer out Ireland.
Yeah.
I was thinking more, come to this alley and just let us rape you or something.
How do you go from transfers? How do you go from transfers to go to this?
I thought that's what I'm going to take the piss out. Anyway.
Right. Well, on that note, let's go. Right.
I'll find
goodbye.
the outro music.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We're just going to let
exactly
Dan
Come on, Dan.
Oh, I found it.
do.
I'm kind of going bold.